You can't always judge a book by its cover. You agree? And that's what we learn in this video, because we don't just want to see Scotland. We don't just want to look at Scotland. We want to understand Scotland. If you've been following us, we have been taking a journey through the UK trying to understand what is a Brit. What is this British culture that we hear so much about? What is the history? How did you guys get here to get there, to come over here, to make us be here?
Yeah, because that's one thing we learned. Pretty much everything in the UK affects us.
Us, yeah. So we wanted to go to Scotland, but we did not want to be one of them Instagrammable people that's like, this is where you gotta get the best
Yeah, we're not
food
going to sit
ever.
and show you all the cool hotels and trendy spots.
I don't care about all the cool photoshops. I want to see it and I want to understand it. And this is our shot. So if you are Scottish, if you are British, this is our shot at trying to understand it. And of course, as always, it always starts with us, with Harry Potter. I'm sorry, but here we are on Victoria Street, Harry Potter. We are on Victoria Street. I believe that's what it's called. Very unique street because it has a curve in it. Now, some people believe that this is the original inspiration for Diagon Alley on Harry Potter. I know how much you guys love it. I know Meng's probably super excited we're talking about that.
Because it's his favorite.
He loves it.
It's a big part of my life.
But you don't let him lie to you. He's going to say you don't like it in the comment. He loves it. But this is like really nice shops here. I was thinking this is going to be like a little bit more touristy, but it is touristy, but it's like for the tourists. If you want really nice tweed, British, tartan stuff, you come to Victoria Street.
I want that skirt and the jacket.
Yeah, so we're going to wander around here and just see what it looks like. I know, like, obviously tourism and there's a reason, but when you're in the middle of Edinburgh and you hear bagpipes playing and you just got done eating haggis, how do you fulfill the dream any more than that? Like, the only thing that I could think to do to fulfill it more is find the first English person and punch him. Like, I'm feeling so Scottish right now.
We're just seeing the Scottish wedding. I'm missing it.
So there's a line to get in the Harry Potter store. I'm not really interested in the Harry Potter store. There's some Harry Potter stuff we're going to go see. But another thing you're going to see is witches here. And that's not because of Harry Potter. A lot of people get that mixed up and think it's because Harry Potter, but I've learned that it's because there was another Harry Potter store. A lot of Harry Potter stores. The reason for all the witches is because there was witch trials here. Just like how in America there was a Salem witch trial, and it was a pretty rough thing. Are you sad?
Very.
Why?
Because I didn't even see the price of that coat, but I know that coat was more expensive than the shorter coats, which some of them were $375
Yeah.
and more. So
Yeah.
probably close to $1,000 of our money for that coat. So I can't get it. Maybe another time.
Craziness going on in the background there.
Yeah. Did she just get pants or something?
No, he took her coat and threw it over her head. That's what I'm telling you. The Scottish people's a little bit more rambunctious. Here's the thing with Victoria Street. It's not the oldest street in Edinburgh. It is a very touristy street because supposedly this is where J.K. Rowling got the inspiration for Diagon Alley, which means that we have been to every possible location for Diagon Alley. For those of you who's keeping track, we've been to Leadenhall Market. We have been to the Shambles. Check that out. And we are now at Victoria Street. So walking up and down that was kind of like inspiring because there's a restaurant right there, or it's a pub called the White Elephant, and apparently that's where J.K. Rowling would go to write. But there was a place right next to Victoria Street that apparently she got very inspiration from, and it was very creepy.
Odd place to be inspired.
I don't know why, but it picked up no recording. So where we're at is at Greyfriars. It's a very unique place. Supposedly one of the most haunted places in the UK. But if you
might be why our mics didn't work, because they were working right before and right after.
So, gotta do is here's the church.
Through the arch. And
Here's the arch.
We have
So it should be.
So anyway, this is where J.K. Rowling would walk around, and she got inspiration for, I'm not going to waste too much time because I feel like if you're a Harry Potter fan, you know this. But she got inspiration for her name. So we had to see it. Sirius Black and McGonagall, a couple of other names was brought out of this. And we're just walking around this cemetery. We're slipping and we're going through, and we're just kind of like, I don't know, we're feeling it because you're walking around.
It's misty.
It's misty. You're looking at Edinburgh and kind of, it just felt right. It felt like Harry Potter. It felt, we'll get past it. It felt like Harry Potter, and it was amazing. And I just felt like, I just started feeling like these writers and started thinking on, there's a writer museum that I don't know nothing about, but I know there's a writers museum with this famous Scottish writers. Have no idea who they are. So where do we go? We go check out the writers museum.
How you doing?
Great.
Oh, there's a lot of stairs.
It's not as much as the stairs as it was a straight uphill.
Yeah.
Before the stairs.
Yeah. You can really go. Like Edinburgh really goes for it. So we made it into the Writers Museum. And I think one of the best things about our channel is that we don't pretend like we know things when we don't. And I don't really know these writers. But if you know that we're a channel of learning, not a channel of, let me just throw some chat GPT in and pretend like I know who these people are. I don't. But what's cool about it, when we get done, you can see us in the future and we will have more education about it. And I don't mean like right now. I mean like now. Robert Burns, Sir Walter Scott, and Sir Robert Louis Stevenson. These people were people who affected our lives, who affected the world. I didn't know that walking through. I was seeing the thoughts that they had and the changes to their local government that they wanted to see in all that. And I feel like maybe I didn't hit the right part, but maybe I didn't see the part of the museum where it actually said where they wrote.
Yeah.
But we'll start out with Robert Louis Stevenson with Treasure Island and Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Just really amazing stories. Those are stories that everybody knows. Treasure Island, for most young kids, we learn about Treasure Island. I mean, see remakes even in modern time. It was like Treasure Planet and all that. These are actual novels. These people, and you start to think of how inspiring this place is to people.
Yeah.
It gets a creative mind going. You have Sir Walter Scott with Ivanhoe. These are books that you know of from childhood, if you pay attention in school. If you pay attention in school. And it got me thinking, like, these are people that I never related to Scotland.
No, not at all.
I didn't think of Scotland. And then the biggest kicker was Robert Burns for Auld Lang Syne. Now, growing up in America, you hear that song, followed by New York, New York,
Yeah.
every New Year's Eve. Because it's a very, very important song. It's a song of contemplation of where you've been and where you're going. And what should we take from the old year to bring into the new? The reason we do these videos, how we do them, is because we want time to think on what we've seen. We want time for this to process because we don't want to go somewhere and walk away with nothing. I think when you have the ability or you have the idea to travel, you want to absorb what you've got. And a lot of you guys know that when we, came back from the UK on this trip, a lot of things wasn't great. And Tiffany did not have a...
Yeah, it was horrible.
Yeah, and it was challenging. And here we are at the new year, and we have that choice of what are we taking with us from last year. And it says, Robert Burns, he wrote, should all acquaintance be forgot?
Mm-hmm.
And you think back on the idea of what we've been through, but you can either think about what you've been through or all the people who helped work to make it better.
Yeah.
Like you guys was very helpful around Christmas. The things that you guys did.
We have Mink. Hello, everybody.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Sampler there with some
Ooh.
chocolates for you to try.
This is going to be fun.
I know you've had a rough year, so I'm hoping these cheer you up for a while. And hopefully a better, healthier 2026. Love, best wishes, Howard. Because we have a buddy named Martin in Derbyshire. I'm sorry, Martin. I am sorry, Martin. But he looked up, you know what he was thinking one day? Martin was sitting there thinking, he said, you know what Richard needs? You know what Richard and Tiffany need? You know what they need? They need it. These people were very enlightened. These were enlightened thinkers. And you do a little research on Edinburgh. There was a time that Edinburgh was the place of enlightened thinkers.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think that. You think of Highland Festival and you think of, a bunch of rowdy people having a good time. And then when you think of the more serious idea, you see a bunch of people fighting for what they have. So you see this idea and you get this idea of Scotland, and then you go to Scotland, and then you kind of see it for what it is, and you see underneath it. And that's what makes What Next absolutely amazing. Okay, this was one thing that was a little bit surprising me. The Scottish monument, this thing's huge.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever wondering how big the Statue of Liberty is? It's about this size. It's just on a platform that's bigger. But this thing is huge. And a lot of detail work. I've noticed that about a lot of the stonework and monuments. Like normal places have no detail, but places like the Scottish monument and these castles have a lot of detail in them.
Yeah.
Very interesting. She's the one who wanted to come here.
I've been waiting for so long to come see this. I don't really know much about it. I just know I wanted to see it, and I'm finally here, so I made it. And I'm happy about that.
The Scottish monument. Outside of Harry Potter, this is what brought us to Scotland.
Yeah, I seen this thing on Instagram, I think. And I was like, I have to go there. That just, I don't know. I just have to see that in person. It was just mind blowing on the phone, and then like in person, it's like completely unreal. Like so dark and rigid and powerful and creepy and eerie looking. Like it was just like, whoa, what is this thing?
What you're looking at when you look at the Scottish monument, you're looking at Scotland. That's what you're looking at. It symbolizes and shows Scotland so perfectly. Because on the outside, you see these dark, rugged, jagged edges. The sculpture itself just looks violent and unforgiving.
That's amazing.
It does. It just looks. It's just towering like the Highlands, and it's dark and it's dreary and just it's absolutely stunning to look at in such an intimidating way, surrounded by this beautiful city. It just spires out, and kind of how Scotland sits on the British Island, you know. But then you look closer at it, and you go up close to it, and inside you see this beautiful, smooth white stone. And it's white, it's pure. It looks clean. It looks smart. It looks peaceful. You see Sir Walter Scott sitting there on his chair, and you see that this is Scotland. It is rugged on the outside. It is rough around the edges, but as soon as you look deep in, you see that there's more to it.
Yeah.
And we started learning as we got back. We started learning about inventions and the things that Scotland's gave the world. And there's nothing that builds more of an enlightened mind than necessity in Scotland. You look at their history, they are people of necessity. They needed to protect themselves. They blockaded themselves and tried to protect. And if there was a hard time to have, the Scots have been through it.
Mm-hmm.
They've defended their land from pretty much every type of invasion that could possibly happen to them. And through that degradation, it just developed a mind that is unbelievable. It developed a spirit that's unbelievable. It's developed an imagination that entertained the world. It's developed medical equipment that has saved the world. And it all came from that little tiny country that looks so rugged, with the mountains and that terrain.
Scotland's not for the weak.
Scotland's not for the weak. But I'll tell you what, Scotland is beautiful. And if you don't believe us, watch the next video. I'm Rich Trippin.
And I'm Tiffany.
And let us know, Scott. We got the right idea? Scottish? We try to pronounce Edinburgh right. I'm Rich. Did we already say I'm Rich?
Yeah.
We already said it. Okay, guys. That's our view on Scotland.